Thank you everyone for having us here. My name is Zach, and this is Ewan Mann. We are members of the SDSS Eco Club. We'd like to show some appreciation for the climate initiatives that have already been taken by the city, while also highlighting some of our concerns. City Council has already made progress by their declaration of a climate emergency in 2020, implementation of the Community Climate Action Plan and Manager, as well as the steps taken within this budget draft to implement electric vehicles into the city's fleet. We recognize that with the current economic climate, it is difficult to make steps towards these climate goals that have been set. However, we are here to state our concern regarding this current scarcity of climate action within the community and the city.
As Zach previously mentioned, the city's current budget draft does not express the climate initiatives needed to reach our 2030 target of 30% reduction. While we know it's difficult to make positive change, something must be done now. As most of us know, climate change is a problem that we are all facing. We can see the repercussions of it every day when we walk outside and see 30 centimeters extra of snow. This problem is too large for one person to handle. Our climate manager staff needs a team, requires a team of people to help her in assistance with the Community Climate Action Plan. One person cannot be expected to handle green initiative guidelines for buildings, as well as tree coverage and EVs and everything else included within the CCAP. To meet the goals laid out, we need immediate action.
Another area where we believe the city can take a strong step is in community outreach, specifically in education about the climate issue, and also to work in cooperation with other climate-based organizations to reduce the barrier to begin climate or environmental-based initiatives.
The main takeaway is that the city cannot postpone resolutions to the Community Climate Action Plan and must take meaningful steps towards our goal.
Hi, I'm Rory.
And I'm Life.
We're both grade 9 members of the SDSS Eco Club. We wanted to share some ideas and programs that other towns have used to combat the growing climate crisis.
Two towns that demonstrate admirable climate leadership are King, which is just north of Toronto, and Caledon, which is in the Greater Toronto area. They're planting trees, planting green residential areas, and running the race to meet their climate goals.
King has been putting more and more environmental programs in place. To deal with household food waste, you can buy a food cycler, which is a machine that turns food scraps into usable compost from the city at a lower cost as part of a trial run. Many people in towns struggle to find the place to garden in their own backyards if they have it, which is an issue that has been addressed by King's Community Gardens, where you are able to reserve a plot of land from May till the end of October, thus encouraging the town to grow their own food and flowers. Not only are these programs cost-effective, they can also enhance our community. Even for more extensive and expensive programs, there are grants from the Canadian government that can help.
Caledon has been moving full speed ahead when it comes to climate change prevention. They've been taking action on tree planting and sustainability to reach net zero by 2050. Caledon has an intensive tree planting program where seedlings and permits are distributed to anyone who desires them at a reduced cost.
King has a tree planting program as well, offering an opportunity to residents, groups, and organizations to volunteer and plant some trees, growing their tree canopy to reduce carbon levels in the city. In 2022, they planted almost 3,200 trees and shrubs, with over 500 volunteers' assistance.
Stratford is also planning a tree planting program this coming year, but this is only a step in the right direction, and will only give out a permit to up to 50 citizens.
As you can see from these townships, their policies and programs have been put in place by teams and innovative leaders. Climate change action is more important than ever, and it can't just be one voice calling for change.
Even during tough times, we cannot turn away from taking action on the climate crisis. It affects our futures. Thank you so much for this opportunity to voice our thoughts.
Thank you.